just give it a couple of minutes and then we'll get started. I'll just wait and see if we get a few more people on the stream. Anyone who's already with us, would you mind trying the live chat just so we can make sure it works? Perfect. Right, we've got a couple more viewers in, so I figure I'll get started. So my name's Chris. I work at Time Met College in additional learning support. I'm what's called a SEND advisor. I'll take these off because it's reflecting off the screen. So I'm what's called a SEND advisor. And basically what my role is I work with any student in the college who has any need, and I cater to them needs. I'll put things in place, whether it be, for example, staff support, assistive technology for supporting them in class, extra funding, anything that they need, you name it, as well as I'll do the stuff that's in the background, for example, meetings with agencies, EHCPs, things like that. We work with sport, health and social care, construction engineering, foundation learning, you name it, we work with them. So basically what we've came on today is just to kind of discuss, obviously, myself, my role and the department role, and then give you guys a chance if you have any questions about whether you have any support needs or anything that you may need, that we could meet them needs. If you have any questions, you can type them in the chat and we can respond to them. If I can't get to all of them, that's not a problem. We'll get back to them at another point. Just if there's anything else to just talk about. Yeah, obviously, as you can imagine, with things with COVID at the minute, normally we would be in classrooms around the building, getting to meet students, getting to work with students. We're not just hidden away in an office. We would be there for you to talk to, a good point of call. But obviously, at the minute with COVID, I'm working from home, as you can probably tell by the background. So I would ring students to do needs assessments with them. I'll contact other staff to make sure things are put in place. And I would Teams meet or Zoom call with agencies throughout the area, so Newcastle, Northumberland, you name it, with them to make sure that there's any support put in place that's needed as well. Anyone who's up and in now, if there's any questions you have, or if you would like me to go back through anything, feel free to just let me know. Yeah. I'm not sure if there's anything else that's needed to go through from a standpoint for our department. Like I say, obviously it depends on the level of need that you have. We would meet their needs from low level requirements all the way through to anything that you could possibly imagine. Yeah. Any questions, or I'll give it a minute or two and then probably end the stream. Yes, good idea. Sorry. So looking at obviously what types of support that we offer. So, for example, we may have a student who may come to us with any dyslexia needs. We would support them depending on if they need class support. We'll put that in place, as well as, for example, coloured overlays, anything that you would expect, that you would have probably got when you're in school. As well as all the way through to some more complex needs, those who are wheelchair bound, we cater to. We move all courses to ground floor. It's not like you're going to have to get lifts. We'll put everything in place to cater around you, not the building you having to work your way around. Same with currently with COVID. Sorry, I know someone just commented in the chat, because of COVID learning, distance learning at the minute, I'd imagine a lot of people probably find it quite hard. I know I am working at home, and in that implication, what we do is obviously we are a point of contact for students to talk to. They can come talk to us if there's any issues. Look, I kind of access this English and maths, it's too hard, I kind of do it at home. We would then look at what we can do, whether that be assigning some support to work with them in some sort of capacity. Some students, instead of working through online, are getting physical printouts sent to them instead, as a way for them to access the learning, just because of, for example, any visual issues, any reading and writing issues, or their personal working pace. Trying to think if there's anything else. Oh, and also message disappeared there. Honestly, if you have any questions, feel free to ask. Feel free. Again, just to reiterate, obviously, if there's anything that maybe you don't think of right now that you want to ask, you can ask through. Obviously, we've got the open evening, you've got the chats that you can talk through. You can email the college. There's so many points of contact that you can come to get in touch with us, and we would get in touch with you to answer any question or any concern that you have. Um, what will probably happen in the process of you applying, say for example that you do need the support, what would happen is I would get in touch with yourself prior. I would work with your current school or prior school, because you'll be finishing, get any information that we can from them, look at if you need the support, and then speak to you, go through anything that you may have, exam arrangements, in class arrangements, support, medical conditions, you name it. And then from that, I can get a good basis to judge what sort of needs you may have in college, and then have that put in place from day one of you stepping into the college. It's not like you would walk in on your first day scared and, oh, I need help, and it's not there. It would literally be there from the first day that you walk into the building. Right. No, sorry, we've got a question there about foundation learning. So foundation learning, we've got split up in several different areas. There's another SEND advisor alongside me, who we have it split between us. So there is life skills, there is personal social development, and um, sorry, I'll open them up just so I can. Okay, so There we go. So we've got employability, independent living, life skills, and personal social development. So the two that I work with is life skills and personal social development. If they're the areas that you would be looking at. Otherwise, obviously, like I say, any questions regarding employability or independent living, I can forward on to my colleague who I work with. But life skills, obviously, it says what it does on the tin pretty much. There are courses where it's looking at helping students develop them skills for everyday life, going out in the community, how to live and work at home, simple things, going to shops, uh, just making meals, looking after yourself, hygiene, things like that. And then personal social development is for learners, obviously, a complete variant of abilities. There's different courses to meet their needs. There's low access routes all the way up to anything that you can imagine. Looking at sort of how to develop as a person, sort of working on them emotions, sort of working on how you can develop independently, so helping yourself get on with work, be more motivated, being better timekeeping, looking at these skills that are going to help you in later life. So, for example, say you're not quite ready to do that course that you actually really want to do. Say it's, I don't know, health and social care, for example, or something. You go into your personal social development, you do your course, and from there, that kind of helps you develop them skills ready. So when you finish that year, you can go into the next year on the course that you really want, and that's going to get you the job that you want prepared. So it's helping you plan for success instead of going straight in when it may not have ended so well. Um, like I say, if there's any other questions, there is going to be the chat. I hope I answered your question there. Feel free to message again if there's any concerns. Brilliant. Like I say, if you need to get in touch with me, that's absolutely fine. There's the chat, or get in touch with the college and they can put you through to myself. That's not a problem. And anyone else who's viewing got any other questions? No. Right. So what I'll do is I'm just going to probably end it there. Like I say, if you have any more questions, speak now, or there's going to be the chat for the open evening, or you can contact the college to get in touch with me. I'm Chris Scott. That's not a problem. Right. Thank you.